Quarter past the hour on a Tuesday, continuing coverage on inflation this morning. We hear from so many of you. We feel it ourselves, right? Yeah. It's more expensive these days to go out to eat than it was before.
It's insane, right? So ABC 15 looked up the prices for you. According to the USDA, the cost of food is up 3.5% since last year. And it's not just costing more for you and I to get out and eat, right? Restaurants have to pay big too. And that's why some of the owners are saying they're being forced to raise their prices.
ABC 15's Jamie Warren digging deeper for us into what this means for some of your favorite spots, Jamie.
Good morning, Nick and Kaylee. Unfortunately, it means that some of your favorite spots are at risk of shutting down. We had this conversation in the newsroom the other day. Scrolling through our phones on social media, you see the posts of restaurants suddenly having to shut down. So I decided to ask the president of the Restaurant Association here in Arizona, what is the root cause of all of this?
To have my own restaurant is my dream, as a lot of people have in their 20s.
And Jeff Ward lived out that dream as owner of Fuego Bistro, serving up rich Latin flavors in the heart of Phoenix. But over the past few years, he says a few different reasons led to the number of customers who visited Fuego to go down. And he believes inflation was one of them.
We only raised our prices one time. And, to me, it's just really tough. The prices were super out of hand.
So after 18 years, he made the tough decision to shut down his special spot, once surrounded with great music, friends, and delicious food.
I could see some writing on the wall that things were deteriorating heavily. The inflation of labor and food and just other costs, it's not any one singular thing, but there is a two-edged sword to having employees 18 years, phenomenal, but at that same point, you're going to be paying an absolute premium.
A report by the company Restaurant Furniture looked at how much it costs to operate a restaurant, breaking down the minimum wage, rent, and taxes in each state. And Arizona ranked 5th most expensive in the country.
Rent's going to be one of the largest factors as to why we're in the top 5, because we had such exponential growth in rent costs from COVID until now. President
of the Arizona Restaurant Association, Steve Chukri, tells me he doesn't have concrete numbers on how many restaurants in our state have closed within the past year, but says it could easily be at least 100. That being said, he believes the number of new places opening their doors is outweighing the number that have closed. But staying open won't be easy.
It's when your back's against the wall, there are only so many cuts you can make. And you can't cut your way to profitability. That's rule 101 in any business scenario. So at other times you're going to eliminate items off the menu, and in other cases you're going to have to increase menu prices.
And that, unfortunately, is why we do continue to see high prices. But this week, you have the chance to not only support some of our local businesses here in the community, but also celebrate these restaurant owners, help them out a little bit, and maybe even try something new in the process. In our next half hour, it is Arizona Restaurant Week, and we are going to take you inside one of the many great spots to eat here across the valley. Kaylee and Nick, I'll send things back to you.
You make a great point, right? We need to support our local business owners to make sure they are around, right, when we get through this inflation mess.
Yeah, and the perfect way to sample them, right? Great way to try them out, Jamie. Thank you for that.